All right, good morning. Good morning. I know there's a little delay for this, so I'm not actually sure when it starts. All right, should be good. All right, so I didn't go live yesterday because I went to an estate sale. It would have been a short live anyway. I only had 4 things sell on eBay, but they were 4 good things. I had a total of a little over $100 in sales just from those 4 items. I sold an $11 card, a $12 book, and two $40 like health and beauty type items. So it was a good day, but it would have been a short live anyway. So today I have an interesting live for you guys. First, I'm going to show you guys quickly the books I picked up from the estate sale yesterday. Then I'm going to pack up my eBay orders, and then after that, I'm going to dig through the box of cards that I picked up from the last card show because I need to pull some new cards to list. So you guys, I'll flip the camera around and I'm going to dig through the whole box and pull out some cards so you guys will get to see what was in that box or what's left of it. So yeah, let's get to it because this might be a little bit of a longer one because of that, but we'll see. So the estate sale I went to yesterday, it was all right. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. It was really odd because usually with estate sales, I either walk out with nothing or I walk out with like a bag of stuff. Very rarely do I have a day like this where I picked up some stuff, but I ended up picking up 10 books. They're supposed to be $2 a piece, but without even me asking, the guy gave me a discount, so I ended up paying $15. $15 for the 10 books, all hardcover. A lot of them from like the 80s. Totem Dream, Saxon's Ghost, The World of Psychic, Experience of Phantoms. So I don't know. I haven't really looked any of these up yet. I can't imagine any. Some of these might be good. I'm not really sure, but as long as they're at least 15, I imagine most of these will be in the $15 to $20 range. Hopefully, it adds up. I pretty much just eyeball at this point. Like I'm not looking this stuff up at the sale. This one seemed interesting. The Plague Dogs. So that does it for that. Nice little book haul. Like I said, when I go to estate sales, I mostly target. A lot of times I target books, and one of the reasons for that is because estate sales don't look books up. They put a blanket price on them, and they just leave them at that because they're not going to look up hundreds of books, so they're not going to find the good ones. Plus, I also like to read, and I also enjoy selling books, just like I enjoy wrestling cards, so therefore I enjoy selling wrestling cards. But yeah, let's get to packing up eBay orders, and we'll go through that box of cards. First up, sold 24 Select Ringside Green Flash Ravishing Rick Rude. Sold for $5.99, not too bad. Yeah, that sale, that house didn't really have that many books. Like all those I found in the basement and like cabinets and stuff. Like I had to dig for them. All right, let's get that packed up. See, $6 for the Ravishing Rick Rude Green Flash Ringside is not bad, Like that's not like a top wrestler at all, not even like a top legend or anything like that, but the fact that it's a green flash and it's a ringside. And that's what I mean by don't sleep on the ring sides with the parallels like that, like the green flash, the orange flashes and stuff like that, because people will pay because they're a little bit harder to find. That one's good to go. Next up, I sold Pick Your Spots Raw Deal card. Looks like it has Trish Stratus on it. This is an old WWF like trading card, game card. This one didn't sell for anything crazy, $1.89. I think my brother got me a few packs of these like a few years ago. So I listed them on my eBay store, and once in a while I'll sell one. But they're not like extremely desirable, at least in like selling them individually, you know. Maybe people are more inclined to buy like a big stack of them or something like that. Yeah, definitely not going to go to the thrift store today. Probably not going to be going to the thrift store that often anymore, at least for the time being. Takes up too much of my listing time. Even though I have been finding good stuff. That one's good to go. Hey, welcome in. Yeah, it takes up too much of my listing time. Next up, sold a Cody Rhodes season ticket from 22 Chronicles Contenders. Base card sold for $239. I did film and edit my next real YouTube video, the 2026 Upper Deck AEW preview video for the new set coming out. That will drop on Monday at 1:30 Central Time. I haven't scheduled it yet, but it is recorded and ready to go. I just got to upload it and schedule it out. I've also been meaning to record a video for my book channel, which is basically just for fun, because that will never like actually gain any traction, because there's probably like legit 10,000 like book channels on YouTube and stuff. So it's more of me just like documenting stuff, and half of me doesn't even think it's worth doing it. So I don't know, but it is kind of fun. But then again, it takes away from my listing time. So all these things add up. All right, Cody card is good to go. So we'll see. But I'm supposed to be doing that soon. Next up, I had one person pick up 2 cards. I don't know too much about this card. This is a Japanese wrestling card. I picked up some of these off of Whatnot like quite a while ago. Like someone was running some Japan cards, and I was picking them up for like $1 or $2. So someone picked up this card and Kenny Omega Blue Dazzlers from 23 flagship set, and total for those 2 cards was $13.48. So not too bad. Yeah, I've been staying off Whatnot recently after if you guys see my recent video, I've been, hopped in a bunch of breaks and stuff, and I've just been staying away from Whatnot the last, pretty much this week for the most part. I don't really source cards from there anymore. Not that often. It doesn't really seem like many people are running like dollar starts on cards like they used to. And if they do, they're running like base cards and stuff like that. Most people, which I don't blame them, I totally don't blame them at all, but most people that are doing singles, they got stuff like priced out with what they want for the card, which is like the smart thing to do, because then your $20 card doesn't sell for $3 to some asshole like me. All right. Good to go. Next up, I had another person pick up 2 cards. Got the Rob Van Dam from 23 Donruss Elite, and this is out of 75. And they also picked up from 2023 Revolution, the Fractal Parallel of Yokozuna. That's non-numbered. The total for those 2 cards was $14.98. Pretty good sale there. All right, that one's good to go. Next up, Jade Cargill, 1985 throwback or retro from 25 Topps Chrome. The base version sold for $1.99. Hey, welcome in. So that's the last of the eBay standard envelope orders. So now we'll move on to Ground Advantage. I had one person pick up 2 autos. So the first was from 25 Finest, Nia Jax. And then also from 25 Topps Chrome, the Refractor, Red Brand auto, numbered out of 175, the Karrion Kross. And their total for those 2 autos was $29.49. However, this Karrion Kross auto, it's hard to see. There are a couple scratches on the top. And eBay actually has this feature, which I don't use that often. I'm probably going to start using it more for examples like this, where you can put a 1-minute video in your listing. So I did that with this Karrion Kross auto because it's kind of difficult to do, to show the scratches with a picture. But when you're doing a video, you can kind of move the card around, explain the issue with the card, which is what I did with this one. And I put it up for auction. And so that way people could see what was wrong with the card. And in the title of the listing, in everything in caps, I put see video in parentheses before even the first thing in the listing is see video. So that's why that went for low. But yeah, I didn't catch that when I bought it, but I got it for so cheap anyway. So, but yeah, one person picked up those 2, so $29.49 for the 2 cards. Get some fresh top loaders. Yeah, because if you just put like, you know, put the card up for sale and then just in the video or in the item description, put like, oh, card has a couple scratches, and it's kind of hard. Sometimes it's kind of hard with just pictures to show the issue with the card, but in a video, you can show all the angles and you can talk to someone, you know, talk to the person viewing the video, explaining exactly what's wrong with the card. It's actually something you can't even really see. If you're just looking at the card, you kind of have to look close. So, you know, some people that will, they're not going to want the card because of that. And some people aren't going to care at all. They're going to be like, cool, I'm just going to throw it in a binder anyway. So now I can get it for a good deal. So it just depends on the person. All right, go in one of these. Ounces. All right, that order's good to go. Next up, I got, see, I find a lot of this like health and beauty type stuff at the Podunk thrift store I go to, and like this stuff sells, man. I mean, this one didn't sell for a lot. It sold for $11.99, but it is brand new. I wouldn't mess with it if it wasn't, but like it is sealed. It's not expired or anything like that. You got to be very careful with that kind of stuff. Yeah, $11.99 for this Mitchell and Peach English leaf body lotion type thing. I don't know, man, but I'll take it. Oh yeah, I already pulled the boxes I needed over here. I was trying to be prepared. There we go. Put that kind of stuff in like a small box. I don't want that in a bubble bag. If it gets smashed, it could leak out and stuff like that. It doesn't weigh much anyway, so yeah. 5.1 ounces. It'll ship out 6 ounce rate. I think this is the box. Yeah. These are just slightly thinner than the labels, so I have to like cut off just the edges of the labels so it'll fit on the box. There we go. Just let it go. Sold this like classical CD. Sold for $6.99. I had a ton of these, basically free at this point. The Podunk thrift store I go to at one point a little while ago, maybe a year or two ago. They decided they've since changed their mind, but they decided at one point they were kind of like reorganizing and they were going to stop selling media and stuff like that, which sucked. But then at the same time, I happened to be at the store and they started bringing out like rolling shelves like this full of tubs of DVDs, CDs, books, and everything. And they were trying to get rid of it. And you could fill up the whole freaking tub for like $10 or something. And they had really good stuff. And I mean, I was just grabbing stuff, so I grabbed a bunch of these as well. But I remember I spent like half the day at that place almost just picking up, going through all their stuff. Got a bunch of like horror DVDs and stuff like that. I think the entire day I spent like a little over $100, but then I also picked up this like Dixon flannel shirt that was like new with tags and it was like some kind of limited edition one, and that sold for like over $100 within like 2 days. So like, not only did I like make my money back, but I profited on the whole deal just off that flannel shirt, and then I was left with like hundreds of DVDs and CDs and all this other stuff for basically free at that point. 3 ounces. Alright, that does it for the eBay orders, guys. My stack of standard envelope cards, and then I got Crown Advantage stuff. So I guess I could do the... Let me see if I can get this to work to go through the box of cards like I was talking about. So the box of cards I picked up at that card show, I picked out all the Finest, all the Cactus Jack, and all the Topps Chrome. So basically all the new Top sets, WWE Top sets. I picked out those cards already, and all those cards are listed at this point. So I need more cards now. With when I have lots of cards like that, I list the same sets at once. You don't just pick a random card like, oh, this is from 22 Select. Let me list this card, and I'll pick the next card. Oh, this is from 23 Chronicles. Let me list that. It takes way too freaking long. You want to list all the same type of cards from the same set because you can sell similar off your own listing. And also within that set, I'll put the same parallels together too. So if I have like 4 silvers from a certain set, I'll list those in a row. So the more similar cards you can get together, the faster it'll go. So I'm thinking about pulling all the Select cards next, which might be a lot. We'll see. Let me see if I can get this set up properly here. I don't know if this is going to work well. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is the box, guys, that I picked up from the card show. The 3 rows. So this empty, that's from taking out Chrome, Cactus Jack, and Finest. So let's see here. Yeah, so I'm gonna just select. I'll put all this, try to grab all the Select cards. I'm gonna set them aside, and those are gonna be the next cards I'm listing. And I was gonna do this anyway, but you guys can, I guess, just take a look at what was in the box, you know? I'm taking all years of Select too, but I will separate it when I, you know, go to list stuff. Select. It's Prism. Can you guys see? Oh yeah, you guys can see. Oh, there's an Oscar at 199. Select. Looks like there'll be a lot. Probably not going to get to listing any of this today, because I already photographed a bunch of other non-card stuff that I'm going to be working on. But the next stack of cards I'm going to do is most likely going to be whatever Select cards I can find from here. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of Select, which is good. Select is a great set. I'll stack right there. Select. Whoa, whole stack right there. Yeah, there's going to be a lot.
There's like all kinds of stuff in this box. That's Prism. And then I'm not going to do it in this video, but when it comes time to listing this stuff, I'll separate the piles of Select into 22, 23, and 24. And then within the years, you know, I'll see what kind of parallels I have and stuff like that. And, you know, I'll put base cards in a pile, like see how many silvers, and I'll put all the different parallels, and I'll just go from there. Cactus Jack. Right? The first row wasn't full. The second row was full, so that's done. So now I just got one more row. And I have a ton already. These piles are falling over here. All right. Let me put these in this row. Vader. Some 22 Select. $23. All right, getting there. Okay. So that's what's left after taking the select out. Still not even half the box isn't even done. Close to it though, but not even half. So I'm not going to organize it more. I just wanted to do that. Like I said, I'm not going to get to this probably any time that soon because I have other stuff to get to. But when I did get to it, I wanted the select cards to be separate. So I'm going to put them back in this row and then I'll know. So here will be how many cards that are all either 22, 23, or 24 select. Based on what I saw, it looked like most of them were from 24, which is fine. And a lot of select cards, which I am completely fine with because select is a great set. It's almost a whole row. Well, no, not quite. So there it is. Yeah, there's just that much space. So that's all I just pulled out, all select cards. So that'll be the next from this box that'll get listed. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's live, guys. Appreciate you guys watching my 2026 preview video for Upper Deck AEW will be out on Monday. And hopefully I'll be doing more lives next week, more than just 2. I know I missed a couple this week. Until next time.